2021 was the year I decided to do high consequence activities that I'd never done before using YouTube as my professor. The YouTube creators that I've followed taught me how to hike the Appalachian Trail. I didn't do a complete through hike, but I spent quite a few days out, and I'm looking forward to getting back out there now. It's definitely a game of leader standard work and 5S, trying to keep track of everything. But the views are beautiful, and the animals that you see, this here is a bear print, this rear foot was as large as my own. And all these things that you see out there, they're just amazing. It's important to know that these next set of activities I've learned completely off of YouTube. So again, I thank you to all the creators that put the work out there to make life easier for us. So I have cut down trees before, but felling them properly is definitely a process. It's a combination of patience, problem solving, and commitment with a little bit of terror thrown in as you thread the needle. Not hitting the house is definitely a bonus. The next step is to start renting large machines. This is a log splitter, which I use to create firewood for the entire neighborhood. Split it, put it along the road, and put it on the equivalent of Facebook for people to come and pick up. So this is a stump grinder. It's commercial grade. It's definitely do a lot of damage with it. It's basically a saw blade that just digs away at the stump. It's a lot of fun to use. It makes a lot of noise, and it's not really as dangerous as it looks, except for when you hit the neighbor's cable line, their internet wire. That was a minor mess, but they were very gracious about it. So my son joined in and spent quite a bit of time helping me with these processes. This is a skid steer for digging holes, obviously. So the digging of holes is definitely a lot of fun. It's a big hole that we dug. It looks like a very shallow swimming pool at this moment. But, it's not that big, but it created a big pile of dirt in the backyard. Now, in case you're wondering what that big pile of dirt was for, that was just leftovers. So I'm using it to fill in other places. But 4 pounds of crush and run gravel packed into the hole will make a good, nice base for the concrete that's coming. And the guy that came in to pour the concrete saw the foundation, the forms that it created for the foundation. He said he was impressed, so I'm happy about that. We poured in 3 yards of concrete and spent a lot of time smoothing that out by hand. That was a lot more work than I expected. Here I've dropped in the layout lines and drilled for the rebar that goes in these blocks. So learning how to put these blocks in to create walls was a big project, especially when it came to waterproofing and getting the drainage dug in around the drainage pipes and things like that to make sure that everything stays together safe. So this is the guy that's delivering a bunch of wood to start creating this building that I'm putting up. So that's a 16-foot wall. It's about 8 feet high, and it's 10 foot front to back. The framing is, again, all new to me. YouTube was a big deal for this. So there's a large garage door and a man door on the side. Got the sheathing on here and the ridge board or ridge pole, depending on what you want to call it, and the rafters. So getting those rafters in and a tarp over the top because it's the end of the year and it's starting to rain all of a sudden here. So it'll be 2022 before I can finish it up. And creating this video was the very last thing that I learned how to do this year. So I'm going to leave you with some images or a video clip of my wife's YouTube learning opportunity. This is a programmable LED Christmas tree that she's also turned it into a fireworks display for tonight because it is New Year's Eve. And this has been an exciting project for her as well. She built the controller for it, did all the programming, all of the wiring, and it's all new for her as well. So a lot of fun things going on in the Seeley household. Have a great New Year.